A new professor is assigned to the magic department, and all the students start talking about how cool the new professor looks, except for one student. She asks what's so cool about him and declares him as her father's enemy, because 3 years ago, her father passed away after being extorted for his thesis, which he worked on for many years. And according to her, the person who stole the thesis is the so-called genius spell interpreter in front of her. But even though she knew what happened, she couldn't do anything about it since she lost everything when her father passed away and was sent to an orphanage. So she makes a pledge to take revenge on him and manages to get into the Royal University where he was meant to be a professor at. She says that his spell interpreting skill is just a bluff, stemming from her father's stolen work, and wonders how he can arrogantly stand in front of them and give a lecture, as the position he has should have been her father's. She says that she wants to expose him and kill him, but decides to prepare and wait. The professor gives his lecture, and at the end, asks if anyone has a question. Nobody answers him, so he decides to leave. But just then, someone calls him and says that a mysterious shell was discovered in the dorms last night, and asks him to interpret the spell, since he is a genius interpreter. He avoids her question and asks if she really is one of his students. This confuses her, and she asks what he means. The professor says that it should be second nature for her to give her name and affiliation before asking a question, and that he won't entertain someone who doesn't know how to follow basic etiquette. All her classmates start laughing at her, and it infuriates her even more. So before he leaves, she calls him again and draws the magic circle anyway, requesting him to interpret it. He looks at the circle, and before she can finish explaining, he says that it is barrier magic. This surprises her, and the professor says that he doesn't need an explanation for something so simple and leaves the class. While eating her lunch, she calls the professor an idiot and says that there's no way his interpretation was right. But one of her friends comes running behind her with the analysis report of the magic circle and says that the professor was absolutely right. Her friend says that the professor must truly be a genius for interpreting such a high-level spell so fast without any help, and the girl can't believe it.